What can I say? David and Chris, my understanding of a champion, the ingredients of a champion is to be humble and grateful. And Chris Waller has both qualities. My takeaway point from that interview was as follows. And I think engagement with the owners is critical, and it's something that will resonate in me forever. The truth or transparency shall always have authority in communication with the owner. He just wants the truth. For me, I look at the owner, I rename the owner as the soldier of the sport of horse racing. The English dictionary describes a soldier as someone who protects, serves, and is a warrior. During the pandemic in 2020, from a South African perspective, racing in our country was suspended for about 10 weeks. And part of the learnings that I had in trying to get the resumption of racing is the importance of the actual horse race itself. Now, the horse race combined with the owner, for me, are the lifeblood and the nucleus of the sport of horse racing. Without both, we will not be able to have the growth and the sustainability that the sport needs. Racing and breeding needs both. So the owner, for me, needs to be saluted. We have an esteemed panel that's going to come up, and the learnings from the successful innovations of syndication will be explored. We have some challenges as well from a South African perspective, what happens in South Africa. We have sales companies and how they went through the pandemic, how they managed to boost sales. So all these items will be explored in detail. Before we go to the panel, I would like to introduce the panel members, starting with Denise Martin, sitting in front of me. Denise is the owner of Star Thoroughbreds, and she will be doing a short presentation soon. Denise established Star Thoroughbreds in 1993, syndicating horses to be trained by Gay Waterhouse. Since 2014, a business has been a major racing partner of Australia's leading trainer, Chris Waller. The purple, white stars and cap racing colors of Star Thoroughbreds have become part and parcel of the racing scene in Australia, with exceptional stars including Sebring, Thesio, Driefontein, Foxplay, Invincibella, and Espiona. I believe there's power in names. Next up will be Sebastian Hutch. Sebastian, too, will be doing a short presentation. CEO of Inglis Bloodstock. Sebastian joined Inglis in October 2018 as General Manager of Bloodstock Sales, becoming its CEO of Inglis Bloodstock in the late 2021. He successfully navigated Inglis through the pandemic and into becoming Australia's sales market. Terry Henderson is the third member of the panel and CEO of OTI Management. Terry has been the CEO of OTI since its inception in 1999, where he saw an opportunity for clients to experience the thrill of racing quality bloodstock in partnerships. The operative word is quality bloodstock. Comes at a price. OTI now manages thoroughbreds in Australia, France, Ireland, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom, and has accumulated over 120 group and listed wins. A brilliant achievement to date, and I'm certain there's many more to come, Terry. And finally, Justin Vermaak, Racing and Bloodstock Executive for Cape Racing in South Africa. Justin runs South Africa's Western Cape Horse Racing Division, the Kenilworth Quarantine Station, and Cape Racing Sales, the operator-owned sales company. Having worked in racing administration and international bloodstock sales for most of his life, Justin has a broad understanding of the issues impacting ownership in South Africa and around the world for that matter. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. And before I hand over to Denise and the panel to commence the presentation, I know that many are seated around this auditorium, walk into a meeting of this nature, have their own issues in their jurisdictions. there are some exceptions to the rules. We sit there and we wonder, how on earth do we have a solution to our issues? And I would like to discuss, just before I leave, a small sort of dynamic that we have in South Africa. And I think it's pertinent that before we do anything, we need to diagnose an issue correctly before we look for the treatment. So in South Africa, this stats is over a three-decade period. And I'm talking about an average of 4,500 owners. 10% of the stake spot, 10% of the owners, which is about 450, win 67% of the stake spot. That means by default, 90% of the owners are trying to compete for the 33% of the stake spot. Now that's a serious dynamic which I believe needs to be corrected. The point of attracting owners and retaining owners. My philosophy, personal, is that attraction is a function of stakes. Retention is a function of return. Both have to exist. Either one falls, we have a problem. I think Chris did touch on that. Return of investments matches the stake spot. So that's very important for me. And finally, I'm hoping that my panel members can answer my question. I'm privileged, is that I categorize ownership in three forms. You get owners for the passion, fame, and fortune. Hopefully we can get those answers. Over to you, Denise. Thank you.